What's up, everybody? This is AF Gojiro, and I'm bringing you guys part 2 of what if Goku was a Power Ranger. Now, we'll be continuing on with the Z-Force easily defeating Frieza. Since the battle was incredibly easy, I'm gonna say that Future Trunks' timeline would most likely not exist, since Goku most likely knows his heart virus with the Morphin Grid also noticing it, so they're most likely able to cure it with no issue at all. So the future timeline does not exist, so meaning that no future Trunks, nor future androids, meaning that nobody wants Z-Force throughout the 2 years, but they will keep pushing each other's because of Bogo and Vegeta pushing each other's once again. I want to say that Goku and Vegeta will manage to achieve Super Saiyan 2, while Gohan will manage to achieve Master Super Saiyan. He will most likely able to achieve Super Saiyan 2, but Goku and Vegeta have mastered while Gohan tries to control it. He will also able to master most of his Power Rangers blue forms, while Vegeta managed to master all his green, some white, and some black Power Rangers. So yeah, so he's incredibly powerful. In their own rights, they're much stronger and much more powerful than they would have been in the original. In comparison to the original canon, I'm gonna say that these Goku and Vegeta are stronger in comparison in the original canon. I'm gonna say both Goku and Vegeta are as strong as Master Super Saiyan Goku from the Cell Saga. This is how powerful they are in base. Just in base form, they're much, much more powerful than the original Goku. Now, Goku and Vegeta will continue to train using the Morphin Grid. Since the Morphin Grid most likely would have worked like the Time Chamber, they'll continue to train and increase their power. With their power constantly increasing, they'll continue to train and train. Eventually, they'll manage to increase their power to the point that they would have been stuck in Super Saiyan 2. Of course, they will try to achieve the next phase, but since 3 years will most likely would have passed, the answers will arrive, stopping them from reaching the Super Saiyan 3. Of course, they would have fought the androids, but these androids are much more powerful. Dojiro still would have fought Goku and Vegeta on side 19, but they'll easily be dispatched, with Draw making a quick escape in unleashing both 17 and 18, alongside a creation that he created while using Frieza's DNA. And he called it, and he decided to call it the Dark Green Ranger. He wouldn't have noticed the power of the Morphin Grid within Goku, so he almost could have managed to able to take some of his DNA when he actually battled Frieza. If only Goku would have bleed a little bit, so yeah. You managed to create a DNA of both Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan and create a Dark Power Ranger. This Dark Power Ranger can use all different types of Power Ranger modes, but them being a dark version of them. If you wonder, this Dark Ranger is a Saiyan, a half Saiyan, so he's incredibly powerful. If you wonder, yes, there's no Cell. Cell does not exist. The Dark Ranger exists. He decides to kill Juro and face off against both Goku and Vegeta, seeing him as the strongest. He then battles both them with seemingly being equal fight as they show to defeat the Dark Ranger. Dark Ranger then more power into his own Super Saiyan form as he overpowers the both of them. Seemingly they having no way of defeating him. The Morphin Grid will explain about the fusion that they can perform. So the Morphin Grid will give him Avatar earrings as they will use it to become Vegito. Yes, Vegito this early on. With this, Goku and Vegeta as the fuse into Vegito. With Vegito's power, he'll use the power of the Morphin Grid as he became the Silver Ranger. Yes, Vegito becomes the Silver Ranger and uses the power of all 6 Rangers. With this power, he easily overpowers the Dark Ranger and kills him. Because Vegeta will sense the incredible threat that he possesses, so he does not allow him to live, knowing that he'll be a great threat to the future. Of course, most of the years and after this saga, most likely what have passed is the original. If you're wondering, will Goku and Vegeta choose Super Saiyan 3? I want to say yes, since they have already mastered Super Saiyan 2, you're most likely able to master Super Saiyan 3 afterwards. With their power, they can increase their power even more. If they can use their Super Saiyan forms on top of their Power Ranger transformations, so they can increase their power even further. But Gohan decided to stick with Super Saiyan 2 and master it, keeping control over it alongside his transformations. So yeah. If you're wondering, most of the humans would just decide that they don't want the power of the Power Rangers. But I want to say that Chi-Chi will decide to become the Pink Ranger, deciding to be chosen as that, while Ball was actually decided to become the yellow, yellow, the Yellow Ranger. So yeah, with that, they will have another teammates to help them out, but they're confused, but not Goku, because Goku knows that they must have a sixth ranger. Of course, they know that Vegeta can possess the power of the sixth ranger because it's a combination between two rangers. They need a sixth ranger, which still is completely Goku is completely focused on that to have another sixth ranger. Since they already have five rangers, they need to find their sixth. So Goku would have been pretty, and I mean pretty focused on that topic for a really, and I mean really long time. But eventually the Morphin Grid will explain to Goku that the sixth ranger is also him. He's a first and sixth ranger, which the Morphin Grid will get the power of all six rangers in of course the leader's rangers. With Goku actually possessing these powers, Goku is the strongest Power Ranger to ever exist. The Morphin Grid will also allow Goku and Vegeta alongside Gohan to access to God Ki. If only Bulma and Chi-Chi can also access a little bit of God Ki, but they don't have Super Saiyan God, but they also have incredible amounts of God Ki. Goku and Vegeta also change Super Saiyan God. In the transformations, these powers of Super Saiyan God are higher than the original. They'll manage to master it throughout the 7 years alongside Super Saiyan 3. They'll also manage to achieve Super Saiyan Blue and perfect it. With regards to training, I would say that we will most likely find out about Goku and Vegeta being Power Rangers. If you're wondering, the Morphin Grid is an incredibly powerful entity that has been existing even before Xeno, so most of the angels know how powerful the Morphin Grid is, alongside the Power Rangers. If you're wondering, most of the other Power Rangers will most likely exist in the other universes, but eventually, after years of serving the Morphin Grid, they would have died, and their souls will go to a Morphin Grid, as they will disappear from the universe. Of course, some of them will remember the Power Rangers while some will forget about them. If you're wondering, in Universe 6, there was existence of a Power Rangers known as the SPD Power Rangers, which will help the Galactic Patrol in Universe 6 to capture unwanted criminals like Frost. So yeah, Frost actually is a criminal and is captured by the Power Rangers by a long time ago. If we're doing Kama, we most likely would have joined the SPD Academy, so he wanted to become a ranger. But after the ranger's disappearance, he could have not become a ranger. But I want to say that Kama became the Omega Ranger of Universe 6. If you're wondering, he would have married Khalifa and Kale as his wives, since most likely that the Universe 6 Saiyans look younger, but they're most likely older. So yeah. But I'm gonna say, since it's kind of illegal, I'm gonna say that they're around 19 to 20 years old, just so I can make it simple. If wondering, they're still Saiyans, so most likely I say Kyle will achieve Super Saiyan by his own, while Kale and Khalifa will achieve their own Super Saiyan by their own state. If wondering, Kale is still legendary Super Saiyan, but thanks to Kaba and Khalifa's help, you're most likely that she'll able to control her legendary form a way better. While Goku and everyone became stronger and stronger, they'll easily defeat Boo. So they don't actually manage to revive Grand Kai and not Majin Buu. So yeah, Majin Buu will still be reincarnated as a good guy, but a full Majin Buu. Not only just his evil piece, meaning that this Majin Buu, Majub, will most likely be stronger than the original canon part, his canon counterpart. While Goku continues to train with Vegeta, they'll be the most powerful Rangers to ever exist in history. Now, Goku and Vegeta would have faced off against Beerus in the Battle of Gods, with Beerus deciding to face off against Goku. When Goku powers up into his Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Red, he faces off against Beerus. In this form, he's incredibly strong, but he is also trained using that form for the first time, so it's a much stronger form since he's much more experienced with it. Beerus will complain that Goku's power, but he says that's nothing compared to him as he powers up even more. Goku knows that he must not hold back. He stacks his God form on top of his Mighty Morphin form. As he combats Beerus, as their battle will intensify, with Vegeta deciding to join in, he powers up into his Mighty Morphin White Tiger mode, alongside stacking Super Saiyan God on top of it. As they will fight against Beerus, they know that they must combine together. As they fuse, they became Mighty Morphin Green Dragon Ranger. With this power in Super Saiyan God stack on top of that, even this is Gogeta, not Vegeta. So Goku would have learned fusion dance a long time ago, so yeah. With this, Gojo easily managed to defeat Beerus by using the power of the Morphin Grid to defeat Beerus. Bears will still be impressed by the mortals as they will continue to train, while Gohan and Piccolo, alongside Chi-Chi and Bulma, will continue to train on Earth so they can master more of the power of the Morphin Grid. Goku and Vegeta will most likely able to master the power of the Morphin Grid a lot faster thanks to Whis' help. Goku will also manage to learn Ultra Instinct a lot quicker, and Vegeta will also learn Ultra Yu a lot quicker as well, since they have already experienced with Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan God. So he doesn't see anything else to teach them alongside these two techniques. Goku and Vegeta will continue to train and improve themselves thanks to the training of Whis. If we were doing the solution, it will most likely go out the same, except that both Goku and Vegeta are stronger than the original counterparts. So it most likely that Frieza is no match, and most likely that Gohan would have defeated Frieza since he does not skip on his training, alongside Chi-Chi and Bulma, since they're most likely the most powerful humans throughout the tournament, throughout the entire world. So yeah. Eventually they'll still go into the Universe 60 versus Universe 7 tournament, but since Kawa is the Omega Ranger, and with the girls also being Sunway's helpers, Goku will realize that Kawa is a Power Ranger, but it seems he's not the same Rangers as they are. So Vegeta will decide to teach Kawa as he transforms into SPD Shadow Ranger, showing Kawa his aspects as they both fight. As he will fight fist to fist, as Vegeta overpowers Kappa while still being based on Kawa power Super Saiyan 2, while Vegeta will do the same as Vegeta knocks out Kappa. Vegeta says to Kappa that he's a pretty powerful Saiyan, he hopes to see him train much more in the future, with Kappa nodding and Khalifa congratulating him on his try. With Vegeta being happy to see that maybe his future student has a lot of attention from his females. So most of the tournament most likely go out the same, except that Goku Black will most likely not go into future timeline. He'll try to go to the main timeline, but since Goku possesses the power of the Morphin Grid, Goku Black will most likely have a copy of Goku's body, a much weaker version of it. Which Goku still has his power, but only to 50%. But using the power of the Morphin Grid, he'll easily manage to kill Black and deal him with little ease. So this is the end of this part. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, and wait for more, guys. See you around.